Welcome back to the virtual range. I'm Frank, and today we're discussing what do you do in the aftermath of a self-defense shooting. Let's discuss. Hey, before we get started, listen, those gifts are down in the description for you. The first one being the downloadable and printable targets. Go to the range whenever you want. Don't have to stop by the store. Just download, print them out, shoot them up, and then just print more. And then additionally, that full online pistol course with the marksmanship component, our gift completely free to you all. It's a $97 course. We're just giving it away. It's all yours. Have fun with it. Learn, grow. It's for every walk of life when it comes to your firearms training, beginners and experts. It will help you improve no matter what. Now, what do you do after you get involved in a self-defense shooting, or you have to use self-defense to defend yourself or another? There's a good resource that was recently emailed to me by US Law Shield, and I figured we can unpack that. So let's jump on over to there and we'll get started. All right, here we go. Aftermath, what to expect after a self-defense shooting. So some of this might be pretty common to you. Some other stuff might not be. But first off, if you have to use defense to protect yourself or another, you need to understand what category you fall in. And most of the time, to be 100% on the safe side, you need to be defending yourself or another from serious bodily harm or death. If you're not defending yourself from serious bodily harm or death, you're opening yourself up to a lot of litigation, specifically in the criminal realm and, of course, in the civil realm, because even if you win the criminal realm, you still have to go through the whole civil realm and see how that's going to affect you. All right, let's scroll down here. So what's your strategy for this? Do you know what steps you're going to take? So let's say you've already used self-defense, legal self-defense of yourself or another, right? What's your next thing you're going to do? Well, you're going to call 911, right? You're going to call 911 because the first person who calls 911 is usually treated as the victim. So put yourself in the right frame here, right? That's where I'm looking to go. Put yourself in the right frame. If you don't put yourself in the right frame, someone else might, and they might say that you were the aggressor or paint you as the suspect. So give your name and your location, request emergency services, needed EMS, an ambulance, right? Everything like that. Say, I was the victim of a crime, and then stop, right? This is directly from US Law Shield. And then stop, just hang up, because the next thing you need to do is jump over to your attorney, right? After you call the police, now it's time for you to pick up the phone and call your attorney. And hopefully you have an attorney on file. Now, we like to use US Law Shield over here. There's a bunch of reasons why. We do another great video of breaking down each different one and comparing them all. But we settled on US Law Shield. And I'm not going to sit here and plug them too much because this whole video is about their training. But for the most part, we pick up the phone, we have a card, and we call our attorney, right? And we get immediate access to an attorney, not to some team member saying, hold on, let me transfer you. We're getting direct access to an attorney who's on shift, ready to take the call. All right, the attorney's going to run us through some questions. First of all, you want to stay out of earshot when speaking to your attorney, right? Because the things you want to disclose to them may not be the best thing for everyone else to hear. So immediately provide the information, where you're at, any emergency contacts, and a callback number for yourself. So that they may even need to contact your loved ones, right? You might not get the opportunity to, but you do want to contact your loved ones if you can. And then trust the attorney's advice and guidance, even if it seems counterintuitive, right? A lot of times attorneys will tell you, just give them the facts. Hey, this person attacked me. I defended myself. I'd be glad to cooperate as soon as my attorney is present, right? And remember, your attorney is the only one on your side. Although law enforcement is there to protect and serve, it doesn't mean they're on your side when it comes to these type of incidents. All right. It's always hard to remain calm when law enforcement shows up. It can get really difficult. You can get really, really nervous about the way things roll. And it's just one of those things that you don't know how they're going to see you. Even though you called first and you said, hey, I was the victim, they may come in and say, hey, you might be the victim, but this other person is the one down on the ground needing emergency services. So keep that in mind. Do not provide them with any definitive information, right? If you've called your attorney already, be prepared to say, hey, I will gladly speak to you as soon as I have my attorney present. It's going to be hard not to panic. You were just in a very stressful situation. Your adrenaline's going to be pumping. You might even be shaking. You might be emotional. There's a lot of things going through. Stay calm. Remember, you have legal rights. And remember, you want to speak to your attorney before you answer any questions. You're willing to cooperate 100%. You just have to have your attorney present when you do. I'm willing to cooperate. I just need my attorney present when I do, sir. I'm 100% cooperating with you here. All right. Next, be honest about your firearm. You might ask yourself, what do I do with my firearm after the incident? The big thing that you're going to have to remember is you're probably going to lose this firearm. So a lot of people try to protect their firearm or hide their firearm, so that one, law enforcement doesn't think they're the aggressor, and two, to protect themselves, or I should say two, to protect themselves, and a bunch of other reasons, right? A lot of people know, hey, this is my favorite firearm. I'm going to lose it after this. What do I do here? How do I move forward? And am I going to get my firearm back? Well, there's with different types of coverages from self-defense protection departments or insurances or whatever you want to call it. A lot of them have built in that they'll replace your firearm if you can't get it back. So don't worry about that so much. There's more important things to worry about, like making sure you don't say the wrong thing and making sure that you're really prepared to go through the process that's going to happen. You may be arrested there on the scene. It's likely, right? You may have to spend a few hours in jail. You may even be charged with something, even though that it may not go anywhere. That's why you have protection. That's why you have certain legal coverages, right? We love U.S. Law Shield. I've said that already. It's the big thing that you need to understand is that having this protection, having this understanding, educating yourself and getting training not only on how to use your firearm, but then the legal aspects of it. Like this is why I wanted to share this with you all today. They emailed this over to me the other day and I said, hey, this is great refresher training for anyone. It doesn't matter where you fall in the lines of as a firearms instructor or as a normal citizen or as a law enforcement officer. Even law enforcement officers, they go through this too if they have to use their firearm in defense of themselves or another. So keep that in mind. Okay, so as I said, there's a lot there with whatever legal coverage you go with. I'm having trouble speaking today. Okay, there's a lot there with any legal coverage that you decide to go with. Make sure you do your thorough research. As I said before, we've broken this down in a different video of all the ones that have legal coverage and how we rank them based on what they provide and pricing and a bunch of other components to it. So we ultimately settled on U.S. Law Shield. That's our favorite right now. We're not opposed to anything ever changing in the future, but right now I don't think it's going to happen where U.S. Law Shield is beat out for what we're looking for and what we think our members should be looking for. If you want to start your training right now, download that free online training course that we have. It's a free basic pistol course with a marksmanship component. No matter where you are, as I said before, in your journey, it will teach you something. Additionally, we have those downloadable targets for you as well. Download, print them out, save yourself some money. We're all about training, practically leveraging technology so that you can train wherever, whenever. And remember, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.